it's Chelly Wood here from chellywood.com. If you're not familiar with my website, I make free printable Barbie patterns and patterns for other kinds of dolls. Today I'm going to teach you how I do the whip stitch for a hem. This will help if you're learning embroidery or if you just wonder how I make my hems. To make it easy for you to see, I've got embroidery floss instead of regular thread and a big piece of felt. Normally I would just use like a cotton poly blend fabric, but I want to make this nice and big so you can see it. So first thing, I talk in my videos sometimes about using the double fold hem. Now when I was a kid, my aunts taught me to sew and my grandma, and they taught me that you don't just fold it once to hem, but you fold it twice, and that's the double fold hem. My patterns allow for this. Here's my embroidery floss. Normally I would use orange on orange, you know, the same color of thread, but again I want to use black so you can see what I'm doing and see how the stitches work. Now when I do a hem, a lot of times I'll try to hide the knot. So here's the knot at the end of my needle and thread, and I'll try to hide it by going inside with my needle for my very first stitch, like that, and that hides the knot behind the loop of the folded fabric. Now the whip stitch is one of the easiest stitches in embroidery or sewing. You simply go down through the major piece of fabric and then back up through all three pieces. So that's both folds and then also the basic fabric that you're doing. Now if I were to look on this side, there would be a very small stitch. Now when I do whip stitch for a hem, I usually make the initial stitch very long, but then the tiny stitch is the one that goes inside and through the different folds of fabric. This is real stiff because it's heavy felt. So again, there you can see there's not a lot of thread showing through, and that's why my hems look kind of hidden. It looks a lot cleaner to me than if you use your sewing machine to hem. So I'll just do a few more so you can see how the stitch works. I go in under here and then through all three pieces. And these stitches look long and those stitches look small, and that's the basic whip stitch.